welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm Elliandra, and today we are taking part in an official Sims 4 Tiny Living build contest. This is like the first that I have ever seen them do, so I was really excited to take part. Not really to win, I just wanted to like have some fun and let you guys know about the competition as well. So if you guys want to enter, you still can. You still have a couple of days to enter in this contest if you want a chance to win the new stuff pack for free. So I will tell you guys all about the competition, but yeah, I just really wanted to build something for it. I was inspired by the contest anyway, and I haven't done a build in forever because they don't do that well on my channel anymore. But we're doing one today. I thought I really want to do one, so let's do it. And yeah, it's been a while since I built anything. I really realized that while I was playing or building, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot this item existed, I forgot this existed. This came with university. I have done like 2 builds since university came out, so really haven't built much with university items. Not that I really use them in this build, but yeah, it was fun to do some building for once. So yeah, this is the Tiny Living build contest. So if you guys missed it, we're getting a new stuff pack in a week and a half or something like that. On the 21st of January, there's a new stuff pack. It came out of nowhere. It is called Tiny Living Stuff Pack. So basically it has to do with building tiny houses, and that's what the contest is about. So for this contest, the rules say build a tiny yet functional home for a single sim household on a 20x15 lot with hashtag the Sims 4 contest and hashtag Tiny Living contest in the description text box, and upload it to the gallery. You will be judged on originality of layout, complexity of design, and uniqueness of the lot. We will pick 10 winners and show the winning lots on our Tiny Living live stream. And it says the lot must be able to fulfill all the needs of your sim. So for a single sim, so it needs a bathroom, it needs a kitchen, and they need somewhere to sleep. Basically, that's what it means. And you can do 1 entry per person, and the contest ends January 13th at midnight. I think this is PT time, so you guys still have tomorrow and then the day after if you want to participate this to build a tiny home. You can use any packs you have, but I don't think you're supposed to use custom content. You're allowed to use move objects on cheat and as much money as you want to, and you're just supposed to build a tiny home and then upload it to the gallery with those hashtags. I will put the info in the description box down below. I will link you guys to SimGurus Frost's tweet, which is where this was announced, and then he linked us like the official rules on the forums, I think. So I will link both of those, but basically you're supposed to build a tiny house that fits on a 20x15 lot, which is a very small lot, and it needs to be functional. So that's what we're doing. Halfway through building this, I kind of looked at my house and I was like, I'm not sure if this is technically a tiny house. Like, it is very small, but I feel like it's kind of big. It's a big for a tiny house, because I have done a lot of tiny houses on the channel and like just for fun in my spare time, and I just try to make them as tiny as possible. I love finding like different ways to fit different items together that take the least amount of space and just making like very small houses. And for this one, it's a little bit bigger. So in the pack, I think in the trailer it mentioned that for your lot to be able to have the tiny house trait or whatever, it needs to have 100 tiles maximum of like your livable space. Like the house, that needs to be 100 tiles max. This is not something you need to do in this competition, but that's just what it said in the trailer for this new pack. So I did end up like counting how many tiles I used in my house just to kind of see like if it really is a tiny house or if it's a little bit too big. So I think I have 57 tiles inside all these little rooms, and then if you count this like balcony space as well, I think it came up to like 89 tiles or something. So that is still less than 100, but it's a little bit big. It's like a tiny house with a huge bathroom. Basically the bathroom ended up being absolutely massive, and I could make a bathroom with like 3 tiles, and it probably has like 15 or something, so I don't know, the proportions were a bit off, but I wanted to do a tiny house and I didn't want to do a basic tiny house because it does say you will be judged on the originality of the layout. So I was like, okay, what can I do? I was like, should I do a basement house? And I was like, no, let's do the opposite. Let's do a tree house. So this is supposed to be a tree house. I'm not sure how much it looks like a tree house and how much it looks like one of those little houses that just stands on these pillars, whatever they're called. I literally just forgot the term for that kind of house, but it does have the huge tree in the middle, and then it kind of supposed to look like a tree house, but I don't know, a real tree house I would have wanted it to be in like different levels, but in The Sims you only have like the very set levels. You can't have something like a little bit higher than the other part, so it would have been like another level to the build. So it is all on the same level. I don't know, I think it's really cute. I don't know, I feel like it's not as cute as it could have been in the end, but I did have a lot of fun building this. I am definitely not expecting to win, but I really was inspired by this contest, and I wanted to let you guys know in case you missed it on Twitter and on the forums. So if you still want to, you have about 2 days to build a house and upload it to the gallery. So yeah, unfortunately this is only for the PC players since console does not have the gallery yet. It is coming, but they don't have it yet. I am sorry. So you do need to be a PC player, and yeah, you can use any packs that you own. I ended up using quite a lot of items from Realm of Magic. These windows are I think all of them are Realm of Magic windows. They just went really well with the like vibe I was going for, which is this very like foresty vibe with a lot of greens and browns. And then we're moving on to the interior. So this tiny house has 3 different rooms, and then you use the like balcony area to move from one room to another. So there's a lot of doors because you can enter all of these like little rooms from 2 sides. So there's 2 doors in every room. This is the kitchen. This is like where you come in, and it's a cute kitchen. It's completely functional. It has a fridge, your stove, it even has a dishwasher and a microwave and a sink. I put the trash can outside on the balcony because it did not fit inside, but there is a trash can, and it's really cute. I really like the kitchen. I feel like it's like the coziest room in here, but there was no space for a dining table in here, so that is gonna be in the biggest room of this little tiny tree house, I guess. So the next room is the bedroom slash living room slash dining room. So there's a lot going on there, but this room is my favorite. I was really going, like I said, for like the foresty vibe. These items from Realm of Magic are perfect. These little like paintings, and then the herbs hanging from the little wooden stick. I love them so much, and I'm using like this more like old school, old-fashioned fridge and stove. I thought they looked really nice in there, and yeah, it just has a very cozy, little bit of like a whimsical vibe going on. And yeah, in the next room that you need to go to through the balcony, you have a double bed. I'm using the one from Realm of Magic. It's like the canopy bed. It's really, really pretty. I don't think I've really used that bed in any of my builds, but it went in here so well, and it had like the perfect colors that I really wanted to use it. This is supposed to be for a single sim, not a couple, so I hope it's okay to use a double bed because I live by myself and I have a double bed, so I feel like it's totally normal for people who live alone to also have double beds, or queen beds, or whatever you want to call them. So this is the one. It is so pretty, perfect for this build. And then we have a dresser because I think that's a necessity in bedrooms. We have the TV there on top of the dresser, so you can actually sit on the bed and watch it. There is one armchair in this room, so you can also watch it from there, but it's in a bit of an awkward angle. But when I was playtesting it, my sim did decide to sit on the chair and watch it with this awkward angle, but I mean, it works, so that's something. We have a bookshelf, which I don't think is a requirement, but just thought it went in there well. I put in a mirror, and then this is the dining table in front of this huge round window, which is from Realm of Magic, and it's a kind of an odd place to put your dining table, but this is just like a very multi-purpose room. You have everything in here. This is the armchair where you can read your book or do whatever you want to, and I even put in a guitar in this room. So there are some skill building objects. There is the flower what's it called? Like the florist table outside. I don't remember what it's called, but you make these different flower arrangements on it, so it's another skill building item. Again, I don't think they're necessary in the rules, but just wanted to add them in. And then the bathroom is the same size as the kitchen. That's what I meant when I said there's a huge bathroom in a tiny house. It makes no sense, but it's just, it looked better from the outside, that it wasn't like a teeny tiny room, and you do need to have privacy to use the toilet and the shower. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really need that if you really live here by yourself and you never have any guests, but just feel like that makes sense for a tiny house. So yeah, this whole build is not like super like functional and modern. It definitely works, but it is like more whimsical and magical and like has this like forest fairy theme going on. I think you can go crazy with this build challenge and do anything you want, so this is what I decided to do. But I really do like those like modern tiny homes as well, where you just have like storage in every little nook that you can think of, and it's just like really smart storage. So I really like those, but I wanted to try and do something different. So this is the bathroom. I put in a bathtub in front of the big window as well. I thought that was the perfect place for it. You have your toilet, your sink, and then I had a lot of extra space in here, so I put some plants in here. I put one of those little shower cabinets, well, what's it called? Bathroom cabinet, I guess, for storage. And then I put in an ottoman here as well. Honestly, did not know what to do with a bathroom this big, and I couldn't really think of any other multi-purpose for this room. And then we're gonna go back outside and do a little bit more landscaping. I did not put it all in the video. I did a little bit off camera because this is supposed to be a tiny build. I did not want it to be like a 25-minute video, so I did some of it off camera, but you'll be able to see it all in the screenshots in the end. I think it turns out cute. I don't think this build like looks that good in pictures. It doesn't photograph well. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the colors and the fact that like the trees kind of like blending into my build here. This was also kind of a pain to build because the tree was constantly like making me move up and down. But I think the concept is really, really cute, and I do like what I did with it. I added a lot of fairy lights, and I did some things that I've never done before, and some things that were kind of like smart. So I think it's nice. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, there is this like pond underneath the house. I don't know, I just randomly added it in. It is actually a pool, so your Sims should be able to swim in there, but that's not really what it's for. It's just supposed to look really, really cute. Like this house is on top of a little pond. There's a fireplace, or not a fireplace, what's this called? A fire pit? I don't know. At the back of the house, and then yeah, there's the flower arrangement table in the front of the house. So yeah, I don't really think this house suits Willow Creek. That is where I built it. There is a 20x15 lot in Willow Creek. I think it's like next to the pancakes or opposite from the pancakes household. So that's where I built it, but I don't really think it fits here. I think this would be a better build for like Windenburg, somewhere deep in the forest. And definitely think a witch could live in here, or a sorcerer. What are they called? Spellcasters. Oh my god, that's what they're called in The Sims. Not sorcerers, but yeah, I think it could be a good house for spellcaster, or just maybe even a fairy or a mermaid. That would be kind of cool. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the build. I think it turned out really, really cute and whimsical, and if you want to download it, I will be putting it on the gallery ASAP. You can find it under my username, which is ElliandraYT, or under the hashtag Elliandra. And if you guys want to take part in the contest, I forgot to mention, you do have to be 18 years old. I will link all the rules down below in the description. Make sure you read them all, but that is one of the rules, and they also listed all the countries that are eligible to enter and everything you need to do. So all the info is in the description box down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or if you want to see more builds on the channel. And if you're new here, consider subscribing as well. I have some tiny living content coming up for you guys in the next few weeks. I'm excited to do more with the pack once it comes out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!